gentlemen, we are here for the first episode of NWA TNA, for birth of TNA. We are live here for TNA, living for today, held in front of 635 people in the southwest region. It's not even a specific place, it's just the southeast region. We start off the show with Kevin Kelly, Jerry the King Lawler, and Bobby Heenan, the commentators, as they run through the first show, talking about the biggest matches on the show. Both matches should be appearing now. You can see through all of the matches. There are more, but these are the big main ones. It's like, whoa, look at that match. Whoa, look at that match. Whoa. Tony Blanchard, good work as a road agent. He's a road agent. It is basically like they introduce the show, run it down, boom. I think this is a great lineup. Kevin Kelly, he's the young star. Jerry the King Lawler. At this point, he left WWE like in the last year, so he was a great snap. And Heenan, he's the old time. He's the big veteran. I just love it. Reopening contest, segment rating of 30, and about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Blackout defeated the Naturals in 11:34 when Homicide submitted Andy Douglas with an STF. Blackout are the first ever NWA TNA World Tag Team Champions. Whoa! That sounds epic. Troy Travis with a 29, Homicide with a 31, Chase Stevens with a 23, Andy Douglas with a 28. Sorry. Of course it's the first show. The ratings won't be as good as Death of WCW. Those were big boys in the big yard. This is purely new, purely instead. A lot of the people on this roster are up-and-comers, the new stars, the future of the business. We have a few legends of the business, but most of them are the top dogs. Well, most of them are young dogs, not top dogs. Yeah. Because if you see here, like half of the things are penalizations. The Homicide inexperienced, Andy Douglas inexperienced, Chase Stevens inexperienced. Corey Travis and Andy Douglas were inconsistent. That's a big whoa. We have new tag champs in the Naturals, back out. And greater speaking. Then we go into the second reign of 5-4 as an interview with the NWA Global Champion, Robert Gibson. He's having an open challenge later on tonight. He's not actually signed to the company. He's here for a one-night exclusive deal with the NWA Global National Championship. He talks about, all the amazing future talent designers in the company, and he can't wait to face one of them tonight. Yeah. Of course, that's how he debuted. So he debuted his gimmick. Actually, he's a heel. So he's saying, it doesn't matter who I go against, I'm gonna tear through all of them. Yeah. Then we go to his second reign of 41 as it hypes the main event of the evening, NWA Championship, George Takano versus Steve Corino. It's in the save. I simulate all the way to the first day in TNA was formed. So Steve Corino was the former champ. George Takano is the current champ. So they're actually having a rematch here tonight. You see, in the room. And he's Japanese, but I don't think he expect English. So that's why he didn't speak. Then we go to a second reign of 27, and about behind a distraction from the crowd, a subpar wrestling. Austin Aries defeated Joey Matthews in 15:05 by pinfall with a 450 splash. Austin Aries with a 26, Joey Matthews with a 26. So I'm thinking the commentary brought that up a slight bit. So I'm happy with that. I don't know how experienced Joey Matthews is at this time, But Austin Aries, I know he's still a newcomer at this point. This is showing some of the new talent that will be ready to prove themselves. Austin Aries is inexperienced. Joey Matthews is inexperienced, has poor psychology, is inconsistent, and doesn't have the best stamina. Great. Well done, Joey Matthews. I am ruining your chance to be Joey Matthews, and you deserve it. Then goes to 7 of 47. We have Caprice Coleman. He come out for his match, but Jerry the King Lawler, he grabs the mic, he rolls into the ring, and before the match begins, he reveals that he has become the mentor to Caprice Coleman, and gives him princeship. Prince Caprice Coleman. Awful gimmick. Epic. Great. Basically, I want to give Caprice Coleman a good manager, a good speaker, in color commentator Jerry the King Lawler. Of course, starts the storyline. He is the prince. Yeah. Then you got segment of 38 in a decent match. Prince Caprice Coleman defeated Tommy Dreamer in 12:41 by pinfall with a thermal shock. Caprice Coleman had an in-ring performance of a 27. Tommy Dreamer with a 42. He wasn't happy that he lost. Was not happy. Very unhappy. Debuted his loose cannon gimmick. Got an initial rating of adequate. Caprice Coleman penalised for being inexperienced, poor psychology, inconsistent. Tommy Dreamer also inconsistent. And that's why I call him epic. Then you go to the second one of 34. Of course, one of the most is announced. Claudio Castagnoli versus Jay Lethal versus Eric Young. The crown, the first ever X-Division champion. Before we read the actual outcome, let's read the thing. Claudio Castagnoli aiming for a 56. Jay Lethal with a 26. Eric Young with a 30. And about that had decent wrestling, but little heat. Claudio Castagnoli defeated Jay Lethal and Eric Young in 13:44 when Castagnoli pinned Jay Lethal. He wins the X-Division Championship. Castagnoli, it's a kind of reminder of CWE. And Tommy Dreamer's kind of a reminder of the FWCW. See, we have reminders of the past. The past. And you show here, Castagnoli becomes a new X-Division champion. The first X-Division champion. Jay Lethal's inexperienced poor psychology. Eric Young's inexperienced. Castagnoli had no penalizations. He was all bonus, baby. Segment rating of 18. Okay. I thought I put them down for fighting. I think they put it down for 5 minutes. Because I don't change the timings for the promos that much. Yeah, that's on me. The post-match, Castagnoli celebrating with his new title. But he suddenly jumped by Nova and Frankie Kazarian, known as the tag team called Greatness. They start beating Castagnoli down when out runs Robert Roode. He rushes down to the ring, slides in. You think, he might be helping Castagnoli. Instead, he orders Nova and Kazarian away. They do what he says. And he starts pummeling down on Castagnoli too, beating him and beating him down before picking him up and hitting him with his finisher. Mr. Robert Roode, Nova and Frankie Kazarian are now known to the TNA universe as the business class. I thought, let's get a stable. So we have Mr. Robert Roode, a billionaire playboy. I put them, I was selling, okay. That was down to me. My bad. That was all me. My bad. We go to 7 of 43. Robert Gibson, open challenge for the NWA National Championship. I was wrong each time. The National Championship. And about the had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Decent wrestling. Robert Gibson defeated BJ James in 10:36 with a rocker dropper. Makes defense number 16 of his NWA National Championship. So we have BJ James, known formerly as the Road Dogg. Jesse James, of course, was a part of NWA in real life. Now he's also here. Got 7 rating of 46. Robert Gibson got a 33. Robert Gibson doesn't have the best stamina. He's getting older. Kind physical ability. That was fast for BJ James. Steve Corino, 7 rating of 46. He has an interview about, what it was like to hold the NWA Championship, how it was to lose it, and how he will get it back here tonight. Because Steve Corino, he believes that he's obviously going to get back the title that he should have never lost to George Kakatano. I don't know. George Kakatano. Let's say he called him George Kakatano just to be mean and rude. Then we have a pre-match for the next match at Arena 52. Jeff Jarrett, he doesn't want to be wrestling. He doesn't really isolate AJ Styles. Of course, he is the owner. He is the booker. He could just let himself get into the main event. But he knows about the fan backlash. He knows that could ruin ratings. So he's decided to not put himself in the main event spotlight. But he doesn't want to wrestle tonight. He doesn't think he should wrestle. But, he's thinking, I should at least get a win. So he tries to bargain with his opponent for the evening, AJ Styles. He tried to bargain with him. He's like, yeah, I'm too busy. I have the boy focus on the main event. Make sure everything's good. I'll bargain with you. I'll give you a 10% raise if you just throw the match right here. Styles, I'm good, thanks. See you out there. And just walks off, going to the entrance stage to make his entrance. Oh, a 7 rating of 61. I think the best match of the night. An exceptional match. Jeff Jarrett defeated AJ Styles in 16-10 by pinfall using underhanded tactics. So of course Jeff Jarrett for the whole 16 minutes attempts to cheat and tries to slip out and tries to slip on a win. And eventually it does work. He pushes Styles into the ref. The ref gets, gets a little bit lazy. He's like, what's happening? Someone got shoved into me. Jeff Jarrett used that to low blow Styles before rolling him up for the 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles in the performance of a 50. Jeff Jarrett of a 68. And of course that advanced the storyline between both, and it gained heat. I feel the storyline between these two performers. AJ Styles was inexperienced and also inconsistent. Hi people, I think it's time for the main event. It is Steve Corino versus George Takano for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in a segment rating of 45, and about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Steve Corino defeated George Takano in 13:40 by pinfall with a Northern Light suplex following an interference or distraction from Jeff Jarrett, getting personally involved in the main event, getting Steve Corino to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship once again. George Takano is inconsistent, doesn't have the best stamina, he's also declining physical ability. Corino, he's still young, still fresh, getting the win. Post-match, 7 of 54 to end the show. Jeff Jarrett, he's thinking like, I won because of you. I think that's best that I deserve a shot. Because he's trying to prove himself, trying to legitimately get a shot. He's like, he tries to rolls into the ring. He's like, you're the champ, because of me. Let's agree that I'll have a chance next month. Holds out his hands to shake. Doesn't shake on the air. The show ends with him just staring at the hand, holding his towel over the shoulder, for looking up and staring at Jarrett before we see him either decline or accept, the show goes off the air. So I'm not expecting much for the first ever show. I'm expecting, well, maybe a 30 at most. And we got a 49. That is better than what I expected. Show piece of popularity in one region. Before I do end off, I do want to say something. At the moment, we don't have, a TV show. We don't have TNA Impact. So at the moment, it should be monthly shows. So before we'll be reaching the end of the year. I will try to get, in the first 12 episodes, I will try to get a TV deal. But probably the first 12 episodes will just be like each month. So before you know it, we'll probably already be in 2003. Just like that. And I am holding like a tour type thing. Like behind the scenes. That's just, give people matches. Get that money up a little bit. That's not for, the public eye. So before that, I'm actually going to give a speech. We're looking through, I'm going to give a speech to Jeff Jarrett. He can't give a speech to himself. I'm going to give a speech to AJ Styles. I'm going to compliment on a good performance. I look over. Who else did good? Cutting off here. Robert Gibson. Yeah. Giving some encouragement. No, actually, that's probably a good performance. No, point out a good example. There you go. And also Steve Carino, the new NWA champion, complimented on a good. No, I'll praise for. There you go. Excel seem pleased. Robert Gibson seem pleased. Steve Carino seem pleased. So that will be the end of the episode since our episode will go out. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to slap that like button. And if you want to see more, make sure to comment who you potentially want me to sign. I don't know any storylines. Give me some challenges. Of course, I want to be challenged. I want to do some stuff. Tell me people want me to potentially push. Give me some bonus challenges. Give me this person should win the NWA Championship by June 2020. Yeah. Share this video and all other my TNA videos with people who also enjoy this type of content. Make sure to subscribe, have my notification bell, so you never miss any videos or streams of wrestling content. Check out the second channel, ArchoToo. We do variety gaming. Subscribe, notification bell over there too. I haven't done anything in 2 weeks, but I'll do stuff soon. See you guys next time. Peace out.